On your screen is a cheerleader from Mississippi Valley State University. She does a celebration after her team's made free throw, but a player from visiting Alabama A&M gets in her way. Remember this, okay? On the other end, A&M would miss a field goal attempt. Thus, MVSU would be in possession. As the ball goes out of bounds, the cheerleader, circled in red once more, would make her way onto the court and confront Dalen Smith. The announcers would appear confused as the camera pans away from game action and onto the scores table. We would hear calls of "Security! Security!" The PA announcer would do so as well. The announcing crew would indicate the cheerleader is getting tossed from the game. Players look befuddled, and then multiple members of security would make their way to the cheerleaders section and confront the cheerleader.
And they're gonna escort one of the cheerleaders out. They say one of the cheerleaders walked onto the court. And they're gonna say she has to go.
By far one of the weirder things we have seen in the game of basketball. Mind you, it was a tie ball game with less than 3 minutes left when all this went down. Here's the latest. During the second half, played at the Harrison Hyper Complex, the cheerleader was doing a front hurdler jump when Bama guard forward Dalen Smith, who was inbounding the ball, appeared to accidentally hit her leg. She was not pleased. The game went to the other side of the court, but when play returned in front of the Mississippi Valley State cheerleaders, this same cheerleader walked onto the court after a whistle and proceeded to push junior Dalen Smith. As the game was stopped, the broadcasters calling the game began talking about what happened before a woman can very clearly be heard yelling, "Security, security," who eventually came out on the floor, and the cheerleader was escorted off the court. In a statement, MVSU officials would say the following. The Mississippi Valley State University student involved is extremely apologetic about the incident and has written a sincere apology acknowledging her mistake. MVSU officials will be reaching out to Alabama A&M officials. One of the best moments came from announcer Caleb Brunson, who dropped this gem. The Alabama A&M coach, he's fussing, Brunson said. He's fussing and cussing. Now here's the best part. As riveting as this video was, the ending to this game was even better. Mosiah Thompson of Alabama A&M hit the final shot of the game as the buzzer went off to silence the Mississippi Valley State crowd. He had the perfect touch on his floater as he dribbled right, and he looked up at the crowd as they were in awe of what they watched. And by the way, Dalen Smith, the player that was shoved by the cheerleader, he scored 20 points, including hitting 6 triples. So he had a really good game. MVSU officials said the matter was referred to the university's Judicial Affairs Office and will be handled according to the school's code of conduct policies. The student will not participate with the cheer team pending the hearing results. MVSU currently sits at 3-23 overall and 2-10 in conference play. Alabama A&M 10-15 overall, 6-6 in conference. Earlier in the year, they lost to Ohio State and Illinois of the Big Ten. Via Bradley Davis of WAPT, the university says she has a disciplinary hearing with student affairs to determine her punishment and if she'll be allowed back on the team.